Hello there, this is gonna be a special Friday because I'm gonna share with you what happened to me on Sunday. I attained enlightenment. Now wait a minute before you get too excited or cynical about it. Let me define the word enlightenment. Enlightenment means, for me, awaken. Alright? Not in terms of what Buddha said under the Bodhi tree and then got the enlightenment, then attained Nirvana. That's not where I'm going. I'm talking awakening to a fact, awakening to a pain, awakening to a problem, awakening to an issue. So what happened for my awakening was awakening to how or why relationship did not work, or why eventually is doomed for failure. Now how negative I'm sounding right now, isn't it? Now sit back. Before I put any judgment, let me finish what I've got to say. Then you analyze and see if you then may attain enlightenment. Now if you look at relationships in general, really, how many actually work to the end of the day? They perhaps work for a while, some months, some years, and then you start to break down, or because one of the other party or both party act up, or the ego come into play, or because they gone into different path, or they stray because they can't sort of achieve a certain solutions together. Now what is all this, or my enlightenment came about when it dawned on me. Actually I read a book, and it is certain statements, certain words that well, the book is Akitole, The Power Now, that it shouts so loud for me. The reason is because people tend to always, and I mean always, want to play the power game, needing to be right, needing to always win over the other person, whether passively or aggressively. And when they do that, the relationship is doomed to fail eventually, unless it's two spiritual selves that meets one another. And what I've always been saying in my classes, you add to each other's life and not a takeaway. Personally, whenever one or the other person act up, it really took a toll on me because I'm so receptive to energy. I mean, it really zapped my energy, and it's hard to operate. And why two persons that first fall in love can eventually at each other's throat? Because people become unconscious. Yes, the enlightenment for me was the word unconscious. If only we are conscious each moment, conscious of your partner, all right, be it a wife, a boyfriend, girlfriend, I guess call it a partner, conscious about perhaps what is it that makes them vulnerable, or that soft spot. And when you're conscious about it, and if you really love that person, you do everything to protect that vulnerability. I'm talking about vice versa. Right? I'm not talking about just one way. I'm talking about both ways. But when a person becomes unconscious, then they often like to do things like to correct the other person or to make a stand. But what stand is there to make if at the end of the day the relationship is going to fail? And so of course, you can go and look for someone else, and then the cycle begins. We always have a cycle that rise and another cycle that fall. Everything is impermanent. But if only people can just be more conscious, not more, actually conscious with each other, conscious of environment, conscious of what makes it work and what doesn't make it work, then you'll find that there's no reason to even argue. You will be all accepting. That's right. The enlightenment for me, first, like I mentioned, being unconscious. And so even you're conscious, you ought to cultivate the understanding and acceptance of the other person. We all come in that certain package. And if you cannot accept and understand the person the way it is as is, it's going to be really difficult. All right? So whatever relationship you have out there, ask yourself, is this a person you want to live for the rest of your life? No? Drop it. Then you don't even need to be conscious, right? But if this is one person you really want to live the rest of your life, then please be conscious and total acceptance. When you don't have total acceptance, it's tough. All right, I know. I'm sensing the energy already that some of you may agree or disagree. You can choose to disagree, but for those who agree, work on it. I've got loads to talk about because as I attain my enlightenment, I definitely know and sense the sense of peace. All right? So, may I wish you peace.